Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy King Fox, and in today's video we're going to be reacting to the darkest moments in TV history. Ooh. I don't know. Listen, I feel like I had to add that because darkest moments in TV history. You gotta add a little ambience to it. Anyway, listen. Okay, I missed y'all. Okay, I know I've been gone for another 2 weeks, and I know this is just at this point is literally becoming like a scheduled thing. But no, listen, we're gonna eventually be really consistent. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, all I'm really waiting for is just to get everything set up and to get all my equipment all together. Because I don't want to post everything on my phone. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what I'm doing right now. Is like I'm basically doing reaction videos and like doing like mobile games and all that because that's all what I can do for now until I actually get all my stuff. But like, trust me, I got a lot of games that I could play on my Xbox and everything that I could post, and I've literally been meaning, to do all that. But like, it's complicated than I thought. Like my computer was acting up, so I couldn't even like use the editing thingy to like, put the display, the whole thing that you need for the capture card. You need to put it on the computer, and then it works that way somehow. You got to use the camera. Well, listen, it's a whole complicated situation here. Just explaining it, bro. It sounds like I'm talking like I'm in freaking cable engineering class over here. But like, anywho, today's video we're gonna be reacting to the darkest moments in TV history because it appeared in my recommended, and I felt like I was just curious, to be honest. I was just really curious to see what's going on. I'm always curious on seeing what's happening around the world and everything like that. And especially on TV, you know what I mean? Because TV is supposed to be like censored. They're supposed to keep PG. I mean, for the most part, depending on what you're watching. But like darkest moments, what I mean? I don't really be watching cable. I'm always like mostly on like YouTube or like Netflix or all that. So, I'm curious to see what happened around television, because what I mean, it was gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Dark shit's gonna happen sometimes. So, anyway, enough talk. Oh! Before we get into the video, um, recently I had a birthday. I'm officially 19 now. Yes, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, man, and I hate it, man. I hate it because the older you get, the more difficult life gets. And the more busier you get too, and that's another reason why I really haven't really been consistent as well, because I have school. So yeah, there's that. Happy late birthday to me. Anyway, let's get into the video, y'all. Enough talk. And yeah, if you guys like the video, you guys know what to do. Let's get into this. Whoa. Man, what in this Poppy Playtime background?
Day in the world of daytime television.
I remember those.
Soap operas and highly scripted legal shows filled viewer
was
screens.
that
with one of
what was her name? Listen, I don't remember.
Called Christina's Court.
Judge Judy? What's that thing?
In Christina's Court.
Christina's Court.
The show centered around a woman named Christina Perez.
Christina's Court.
Advice to those wrapped up in legal drama.
Oh,
and
my.
on this particular morning, comedian Sean Harris would be featured filing suit against his ex-girlfriend in the hopes of...
You got a comedian pulling up in your show, bro?
Every month it would be something different, you know?
Right.
I ain't got it this month because I got to do this or that.
Oh, don't tell me you're gonna start like
So
fighting and like the...
9 months without paying rent.
Now, like I said, these shows were very obviously scripted, at least to some degree. And with
Bro, that's the thing about like shows back then. Like that's the reason why, to be honest, like one of the reasons why I stopped watching like live TV. It's because honestly, I felt like everything was so like scripted. You know what I mean? I mean, not that like things on YouTube and things on other things are not scripted, like TikToks or all that. But like I'm saying, mostly on TV, you could like kind of feel like it's more obvious the older you get. The younger you are, the more oblivious you are. You're not really like, okay. You think it's real. Or like if you're a little bit older, in the older state of mind, you think that, oh shit, that's actually happening. But like there's times where you could just tell it's like, it's so obvious, you know what I mean? But like I mean, on this degree, you know, let me continue so that I could, you know, see the
On
disturbing part.
himself being a professional comedian, it led to countless funny moments and what turned out to be one of the show's more iconic episodes, with by far the most memorable moment coming at the very end.
How can this get disturbing?
To deviate from the script.
How can things get disturbing?
Constantly like a child in my
People
own
in
house.
love, they yell at each other all the time.
Oh, that's true. Ask him, he's been married for how long?
Over 20 something.
Over 20.
Look at him.
I don't want him to crack the. Oh my God! Look at. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I think I know what this is. I don't want to say what it is, you know, just cause, you know, the spoiler for the video if you guys want, you don't know. But I think I know what this is, bro.
Here, we see the comedian take aim at Christina's bailiff, a man named Renard Spivey, who was an integral part of the show, being the judge's sidekick for years and years.
I think it is what
Though
it
it
is.
wasn't often that he found himself at the end of a joke like this, as Sean suggests that Renard looked unhappy when it was revealed that he had been married for over 27 years.
Oh my God.
He's very happy.
Oh my God. Yo, I know that I've seen this like on Twitter, yo.
All in all, it makes
Like I
for a
read
rather
this like
charming
on
moment,
X.
with viewers adoring the
Oh
lighthearted
my.
jab aimed at one of the show's most beloved characters.
Oh my God, bro! Look how he's crossing his arms, bro. This
Though
man,
no one
Mike,
could have known at the time,
man, MC
just how true
Jackson.
that joke about his happy marriage would turn out to be.
Wait, is that the wrong dude? I said MC Jackson. Wait, is
Still
it?
developing tonight, a Harris County Sheriff's deputy facing serious charges.
Oh.
63-year-old Renard
Bro.
Spivey accused of killing his wife.
Oh,
Patricia
yes,
Spivey, After
yo.
an argument that turned deadly. KPRC channel.
Yes. It was the one. It was the one I was talking. Yeah. Yes, in case if I talked over it, if you didn't hear or anything, or I mean, if you was paying attention, the security guard looked unhappy. You know what I mean? Because the comedian made a joke towards him about like him being unhappy at home with his wife and stuff like that, and he laughed it off and stuff like that. Turns out it turned out to be true, and bro ended up murking his wife. Yo, I know I shouldn't be laughing about that, and that's really messed up. But like, dude. It's just a coincidence. It's like how you know what I mean? How the things lead up to that. Like did he like foreshadow? You know what I mean? It's crazy.
On July 28th, 2019,
And he's a security
over
guard.
a decade after the
security or police
aforementioned
bailiff,
program
right?
aired,
Bailiff.
Renard Spivey was confronted by his wife Patricia about what she believed to be steroid use, or perhaps
Steroid
infidelity.
use?
And in the midst of this heated argument,
Steroid use.
Spivey
Damn,
would draw
son.
his gun and shoot his wife once in the arm and then in the chest.
Once in the arm.
Shortly after, police would find her lifeless body crumpled in their bedroom closet.
Damn, yo.
Now, after years and years of taking part in this
Look
once
at this,
sweet
bro.
Eagles show,
Look like the
Spivey
thing
can be
from
found alone
freaking
in his prison
Fantastic
cell,
Four.
where he'll likely remain for the next 14
Blasphemous
years of his life
HD looking
for
ass.
murdering the woman that he was so happily married to,
Ooh.
turning what was once one of Christina's court's most iconic moments into
can't,
one
bro.
of the darkest examples of irony in all of television history.
Bro, for real, like, how do you...
When you find a good
Craziness,
woman,
yo.
you gotta hang on for dear life. Because that's hard to
Irony,
find.
that was the word I was
So
looking
advise
for.
a happy woman.
Why is it like deep fried? What happened? The TV's darkest moments in TV history. Yo, I like how we edited this video. I really do.
Scentbird for
Oh
sponsoring
my
this
God,
video.
Scentbird. Do I have to keep this
Dark
sponsor in?
content
Can I just skip the
financially
sponsor?
viable for myself. Scentbird is a frequent subscription.
You know what,
service that'll-
Scentbird? Listen, you're not sponsored by me, so I should have like kept that in just in case they copyright strike me. You know what I mean? I could be like, yo, I kept the
The world of
sponsoring though.
television
You know what I
is
mean?
an interesting
So at least he could get
Despite the highly
paid.
controlled
You know?
and
Okay.
well-polished products that we're typically used to seeing on our screens, there have been a surprisingly high number of deeply disturbing moments that have happened when on air, and this
Oh.
potentially new series aims to highlight some of the most disturbing.
Oh my.
And what better way to start than with a relatively unknown case
Is this like
that has haunted
a
me for
is this like a
years.
Japanese show? Oh my. Them Japanese shows, yo, listen here. Their way of
Saturday, June
having
14th,
entertainment is a little
2008,
weird. I
Japanese
ain't gonna
TV
lie, but
station
like
called
I like
Television
Japanese people.
Miyazaki is running its standard live programming, which on this day
I love
was
my
set to
Japanese
feature a
people, but
game
their
show-like
entertainment is a little
segment in the
weird. I ain't
remote
gonna
rice
lie.
fields of Takachi Hocho. The game itself was simple. Competitors stood back to back on a small wooden stand above the shallow muddy water below, and when given the cue, they would attempt to shove their opponent into the water without turning their bodies around. In the end, the one left standing on the platform would be declared the winner, with the loser being left humiliated in the mud.
That's crazy. That's like the least injury, injury involved Japanese. Okay, like the mud. Damn, oh my goodness.
Round 1 goes off without a hitch, resulting in
in
the losing contestant being covered head to toe in a thick brown slime.
I mean, he fell
with
too.
the
I mean,
atmosphere
almost
perfectly encapsulating the craziness and high energy charm
what's in her teeth?
Japanese game show made at the time. And so far, everything was all.
Listen, yo, I gotta. I want to go to Japan so bad, bro. Imagine, bro, if I go to Japan, I'll do a vlog. I just participate in one of those games, yo. Just sign up, just see me on one of those Japanese TV shows. Yeah, right, bro. Hell no, bro. No, I see one where they I think they were blowing cockroaches into their mouths, bro. It's like they have like a roach or like some sort of like insect or something, and then they. Like 2 people are at the end of like the damn freaking hole, like this tube thingy, and they gotta blow the bug basically into like the other person's mouth, and whoever has the strongest, blow, I guess, pause, gets the bug into the other person's mouth. That is, jeez, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, but
fun.
That's
With
nasty.
this excitement only escalating as the contestants convinced
I'd rather
one of
get
the
mud in my
show's
mouth.
hosts, a man named Tatsuchi
Actually,
Yanagita, joined
I don't
in
even know about that one either. Oh, they trying to. That's crazy. How they gonna?
convincing, but eventually Tetsuchi agrees to compete, much to the enjoyment of everyone spectating. And from there, the comedy writes itself, as immediately after the round starts, it's apparent that he stood little to no chance.
Oh my God. Well, listen, let him get a taste of the medicine. Listen, you're gonna go in there. Listen, don't tell me you're gonna take some action. Oh.
And upon instantly losing his balance, Tasuki reacts in a split second and dives off the platform.
Don't tell me he
head first into the muddy water below.
Don't tell me.
Causes his body to fall limp.
Oh, don't tell me he died. Oh my God, is he okay? Oh my God.
The water that he had just dove into was merely 6 inches deep, with the
Oh,
rest consisting of a thick layer of mud,
Oh my
which his head
freaking
would strike
goodness.
directly, instantly causing his neck to break.
Oh my
In that
goodness.
very-
Oh my God. Did he just die? Did he just die? So you mean to tell me, bro? Oh my God. And bro didn't even want to do it in the first place, but it took some convincing. You just sent bro to his death, bro. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, bro didn't want to do it. You convinced, bro. I mean, yeah, he still did it on his own, but like, bro, oh my goodness, yo, I feel disturbed.
Very moment,
I mean, listen,
Tsuchi
darkest
would
moments on
be
TV.
irreversibly
That's what we here for.
paralyzed,
Oh my,
leaving him unable to
paralyzed.
move from the neck down.
Paralyzed. Okay, so he's
It
still
was
alive.
a
Okay.
tragic accident.
He's
However,
still
the
alive,
accident
but
itself
still
is
that's-
far from the most awful part of this live broadcast.
Oh my God.
Immediately
Jeez
after,
Louise, you gotta be
unaware
careful.
of
Listen.
Tatsuchi's severe injury, the crew believed that he was merely playing a prank on them and just joking around.
Why would he
So
be?
they left him there.
Why would he be joking around like that, yo? Like what? Who's gonna what? Yo, I swear.
Face first in the water, and proceeded to shove his face even deeper and deeper into the mud, splashing even more on top of his head to rub in the fact that he had lost.
That's some crap, yo. He's
They
not
had no
even
idea that during
moving.
their antics, Tatsuchi was in a desperate fight for survival, as in those 6 inches of water, he was slowly drowning,
Oh.
completely unable to pick up his head to breathe.
Oh my God, bro.
This lasts for an excruciatingly long 15 seconds before they begin to bob his head up and down, and eventually pull Tatsuchi's face out of the water. But this reprieve was short-lived, as the contestants proceed to drop him back into the mud face first.
Y'all need to get fired, yo. Oh my God. Yo.
Incredibly painful to watch, and made all the more disturbing with the over-the-top hysterical laughter coming from everyone around him, who are completely oblivious to the situation in front of them. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, Tasuchi is hoisted above the water. The camera switched back to the main broadcast,
look
ending
at
both
bro.
Tasuchi's and the viewer's pain. By some stroke of good fortune, Tasuchi would survive the ordeal, but just barely.
That was torture.
Even just a few more seconds in that mud would have likely led to his death.
Oh my.
Thankfully, this wasn't the case, and according to his Facebook page, Tasuchi has learned to live with his body-wide
Oh my lord, yo, they need to get fired, yo. Listen, I hope he did a big-ass lawsuit, yo. I'm telling you right now, I would have thrown a lawsuit at them, bro, because what are you talking about, bro? They threw my face back into the mud, bro. What do you mean? You saw me unresponsive. You saw my face within the mud. And you think I'm just gonna be joking around, drowning myself, joking around? Bro, y'all should have known the distance between the mud and the thing. You know that was a little thing. You saw the movement. My man did a whole jump and he hit his head. You saw his head hit the damn mud. What are y'all gonna assume, bro? Is dead, bro. I would have thought he died. Thank God, bro's alive. But what are y'all doing talking about let's put more mud into his face, bro, and then pick him up and throw him back down, bro? Y'all some silly motherfuckers, bro. What the hell? I hope he did a lawsuit and got some yen, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Capacity. End this entry off with somewhat of a bright spot. Despite this otherwise being one of the more
I hope he's not talking about I forgive them, because I will not.
Accidents that I've ever seen.
I mean, I know them Japanese people are forgiving and nice, but listen here. I got limits, you know what I mean?
Had been in a coma for the previous.
On the topic of broadcasts that have left an impression on my life, I would say none have had more of an emotional impact than a story.
We're gonna
run
react
by
to this
60
one
minutes
and
about a
another
man
one because
named
this video
Donald
kind of
Herbert.
long. It's like 20
The story
minutes.
starts back in 1995, just 4 days after Christmas, when a fire broke out in a home in Buffalo, New York.
Oh my.
In an attempt to put out the blaze, firefighter Donald Herbert was standing on the roof of the building when suddenly it gave way.
Oh
As a
my
result,
goodness.
Herbert would
Them
fall to the
firefighters,
ground
yo,
where he would be
they're
trapped in
some
smoke,
heroes for
unable
real.
to
I'm telling you,
breathe.
them
He would lay there without
they
oxygen
some
for
survivors,
6
yo.
whole minutes
Props to
before
them,
they finally were able to pull his body to safety, with the whole ordeal being filmed and shown on local news.
Bro.
Somehow, Herbert managed to survive this accident, but being without air for that long caused him to lose most of his brain function, leading to him spending the following years in a minimally conscious state, unable to eat, unable to breathe,
Oh my
and seemingly
goodness.
unable to understand the world around him.
Damn.
Eventually,
Bro.
his condition led to him being placed in a nursing home, where a feeding tube was the only thing keeping him alive.
Golly.
For all intents and purposes, the man was gone. But then, something happened.
Please don't tell
On
me.
April
please don't
20th,
tell me
2005,
something bad happened, bro.
a
Tell me
staggering
something
9.5 years after his accident,
Tell me something good happened.
Donald Herbert woke up.
Huh? What,
In the
like his
nursing home where
brain
he had
just
spent most of
activated
the
again?
years unresponsive, he would suddenly turn to a nurse and ask for his wife, Linda, while displaying signs of being fully lucid, which prompted the staff to immediately...
Wait. How do you just like wake up? Like what happened? Like did he get a sense of something, or like did it was like a movie? You know what I mean? Like he got a flashback or something? Like what happened? Like that's crazy. I mean maybe was there like smoke in his brain? Can that even happen? I don't know. Listen, I don't know my health, my analogy over here, if that is even the right word, but like still, I don't know if he had brain, was he like foggy head? Because he just woke up. Like, that's crazy. That's a miracle, bro. That's God bless right there. That's God sent, God bless, bro. What the hell? You gotta thank Jesus.
He called his family, who rushed to see him. And sure enough, despite Herbert being completely blind, he was not only fully responsive, but recognized almost all of his family members. The moments following were all captured by cameras and later shown on an episode of 60 Minutes, with the footage being some of the hardest hitting and emotional that I've personally ever seen.
Everyone that disturbing now. This was actually a nice, heartful, you know what I mean?
Wait a while.
Like he's talking, like
10 years.
The only thing is that he's blind.
Discovering that
But
he had
other
been
than
gone
that,
for
bro
10
was good. You
years.
know what I mean?
All that time missed, robbed from a man who was just doing his job.
I mean,
is
he's a hero.
indescribably gut-wrenching.
Brother's
but
a
it's what
hero.
happens
Brother's a
after this
savior. Brother
footage
did his
that proves
job.
to
You know
be
what I mean? At the
most
end of the
upsetting
day, he's going
part.
down in the book.
For nearly
Bro.
16 hours, the newly awakened man spoke with his family, catching up on every little detail that he had missed. And though from that point on he had moments going in and out of his lucidity,
That's great, bro. That's great that he gets to live his life. You know what I mean?
Throughout the next few weeks, Donald was surrounded by family members at all times.
Don't tell me he died.
Not only to take
Don't tell me he
advantage
died.
of every single second that Herbert
Because
was
it always
away,
starts like
but
this,
also
and then
for his own safety as
little
well.
did he know,
As
he
since
ended
his
up
awakening,
passing away.
He would
Like, bro,
thrash
like-
violently in his sleep, as if he still believed he was trapped in that blaze. And so to ensure his safety, at least one family member would be stationed with the man while he slept.
That's nice.
Though on one night,
That's
one of
nice.
the family members on duty had grown too exhausted to stay any longer, and from the first time since he became lucid, Donald Herbert was left alone. And during that night, he would again start to thrash violently, with Herbert flailing so hard that he would fall out of his bed and strike his head against the floor, causing his brain to start bleeding. From that moment on, Donald Herbert would never become lucid again, and as a result of his injuries, he would pass away 1 year later from pneumonia.
Oh my god, you see what I mean, bro? It's always something happy, then something. Hold on. Before we get into this is Michael Myers, that Chucky ass music, fucking Friday the 13th ass music. Anyway, damn, bro, I'm telling you, bro. They always start off with some kind, heartfelt message talking about, you know what I mean, that bro got his family back, bro. You know, something bad happened, something good happened, then all of a sudden something bad happened. Like, bro, what? Like, come on, bro. I mean, that's how the world works. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, as bad as that is, you know what I mean? That's how the world works, bro. You can't have always good in your life. There's always gotta be bad or karma or like not. I won't say karma because I don't know if he did anything to deserve that. I mean, he saved people. He's a firefighter. You know what I mean? So, bro, but like at least he got to do that. You know what I mean? At least he got his family back for a little bit.
We would have stopped.
We're gonna react to this one, then that's it.
Throughout its lengthy run, this television series provided some of the
Was
most
it Twilight
entertaining
Zone?
and memorable moments in all of television.
I think I've
But
seen
for
like
this section,
one
I'm
episode
going
of
to
this,
be
like
cheating
low-key. It's like a
little
black
bit,
and
as
white
rather than
television
looking
type
at an
shit.
event surrounding the show
It's like
itself.
I'm watching like
I'll be
1984.
highlighting the far less memorable movie version of the series. Simply named Twilight Zone the Movie, the film was broken up into multiple sections, serving as sort of an anthology work with 3 separate storylines.
That
For
could
the
crack
sake of
your
this
neck.
story, only one section and really only one scene bears discussion. The scene was intended to simulate a battle in the Vietnam War, in which the protagonist, a character played by actor Vic Morrow, is attempting to outrun an attack helicopter and escape the area. The footage was intended to serve as the section's dramatic conclusion, with it being described as the following.
Wait, don't tell me they
Scene that
use
served as
real
the original
choppers.
ending, Bill, the character portrayed by Morrow,
Bro, don't tell me
stumbles into
they
a
use some real
deserted
choppers.
Vietnamese village, where he finds 2 young Vietnamese children left behind when a U.S. Army helicopter appears and begins shooting at them. Morrow was to take both children under his arm and escape out of the village as the hovering helicopter destroyed the village with multiple explosions.
Okay, I mean,
Based on that description alone,
damn.
shooting the scene was going to be tricky and likely a very intense process on the set, as all the effects used were set to be done
how the world
practically,
went. I mean,
meaning that they would require
war
an
went.
actual
I mean,
helicopter
listen, I
and
wasn't
real
there, but like I know
pyrotechnics.
some shit like
Not
that
only
had to
this,
happen.
but the director, a man named John Landis, wanted to use actual child actors for the scene, which,
Okay.
given that it was planned to take place at night and near explosions, was technically illegal in the state of California.
I mean, yeah,
Despite
like,
the laws in
that's
place,
endangering
however,
a whole
Landis
child.
decided to
Like,
shoot the
hello.
scene regardless, enlisting 7-year-olds Mika Din Lee and 6-year-old
Oh, don't tell me them kids got hurt during this
to
production.
play the roles of the Vietnamese children. And with all the pieces now in place, the cameras began to roll on what was set to be the stunning conclusion to this particular section.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they talking about some. The explosion ended up killing the children because the children weren't prepared well enough, and the camera crew was well prepared, and yada yada yada, and something bad happened, and this and this and that, bro. I'm throwing hands. Bro, what? Bro, I forgot how like old movies look. Like, damn, bro, this. Is the helicopter firing?
As the scene starts, the spectacle of it all can't be understated, as the lighting, setting, and the pyrotechnics truly set a haunting tone. However, unbeknownst to the production team, there was a major problem developing.
Oh, no, bro, don't tell me,
As stated prior, all the effects you see here are real, and during the scene there was an actual helicopter flying just above the actors, which by itself was already very dangerous, and made even more so due to the pyrotechnics. For the pilots, the explosions launched in the air created fireballs in the sky, making things much more difficult to
knew they had an actual
but those
chopper,
on the ground
bro.
were never made aware of this. And being pressed to make things look even more and more intense, the crew decided to double down on their explosions, launching 2 massive charges back to back.
Why,
Decision that
bro?
proved to be a costly one. As the
Jeez
second
Louise,
blast
dude, that's
was
what you
so
get for adding so
strong
much
that it dislodged
explosions. What the heck?
helicopter's tail prop, causing the craft to spin uncontrollably.
Bro,
And within
look,
mere
bro,
seconds,
oh my God.
as the cameras roll on the 3 actors trudging their way through the water.
Bro, listen, bro, I'm glad we got special effects, you know what I mean? Because listen here, all these explosions and stuff, bro, look, what happened?
Craft crashes
The
directly on top of them.
What?
Somehow, everyone on board the helicopter survived the wreck, though those on the ground weren't so lucky, as in one split second, the blade of the helicopter slashed into Vic Morrow and Mika Din Lee, instantly decapitating them. And as the craft slammed to the ground, Renee Shin Yi Chen be crushed beneath its massive weight. In one frame, there were 3 living actors, and in the next, there were none.
Well, that was certainly not what I was expecting. I mean, I kind of called it, but I was not exactly calling it in that way. I knew the kids were gonna die, but like, that is like one of the worst ways you can die. I'm telling you right now, decapitation, that is disturbing, man. Oh my goodness gracious, yo, jeez Louise. What kind of crap was that, yo? Listen. Oh my God, bro. Like I said, I'm glad we got them special effects now, because listen here, bro. Unless you're well prepared, bro, unless you're like doing some Mission Impossible, some fuck, I don't know, some fucking what's that actor's name again? Tom Cruise. Unless Tom Cruise, you know what I mean, he could do them professional stunts and shit, bro. Just don't be using no fucking other real shit, bro. Just use some special effects. I know back then they didn't have that, but I mean, like, damn, bro, an actual chopper, bro. You could have had like that shit, like, you know, stringed up until like, you know, the roof or some shit, you know, like make it seem like a chopper. I don't know, man. Listen, I wasn't there back then. I don't know how editing worked. But anyways, y'all, that's gonna conclude today's video. Unfortunately, we're gonna leave it on that sad note. Y'all, that was crazy. Yo, I'm telling you. Wow, I can't believe it, bro. I cannot believe it. It's like damn, bro. And why my videos always gotta end like this? Every reaction video, I'm telling you, bro. I always gotta leave disturbed, bro. I always gotta leave like thinking about this. You know, I'm gonna dream about it. No, I'm joking. I ain't gonna dream about this, but still, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. If you're gonna be an actor, I guess be safe. I don't know. Listen here. Yeah, television gets dark. That was pretty dark. Okay, anyways, y'all, if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys know what to do. Leave a like if you want to see more reactions. Leave a comment if you want to see more reactions too. Eventually I'm gonna post gameplay, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna say in the next video, because I always say next video, but eventually we're gonna post, you know what I mean, we're gonna post gameplay, and once we do, yeah, we'll see the games I have, because I have a lot of games on my category, by the way. I have like a lot of, you know, games that I could play on the channel, and you know, I'm also really excited to play one of them, and one of them it's gonna be a surprise. I'm not gonna say what game it is, but y'all know what game it is. I mean, it recently came out. I'm just gonna say that it recently came out. I don't know by the time I play the game, it's gonna be recently came out. But I mean, it's good. I seen gameplay and stuff like that. For the most part, it looks good. So, and I bought it, and I'm saving it just for like YouTube purposes. So, anyways, guys, yeah, I'm talking a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, deuces, love ya. And yeah, oh yeah, 19. Yeah, happy late birthday. And yeah, anyways, see ya later.